fairness for his hard work. Therefore, when I say fair cocoa, support the cocoa farmer with all your might by responding fair farmer. Fair cocoa. Fair cocoa. Fair cocoa. Thank you all for your attention.
Thanks to both schools. Joaso, you would go first. Your first question. If cocoa farming and production were stopped entirely, will Ghana's economy be affected? I'll take it again. If cocoa farming and production were stopped entirely, would Ghana's economy be affected?
The answer is yes, because it will have serious effects on the economy. The cocoa sector generates over $3 billion in foreign exchange as of 2025. So economy, which is over 16% of the country. If the care is not taken, then the economy will break down. Two, it supports livelihood. When it collapses, families will suffer. Thank you.
Thank you very much for the question, madam. We believe that if cocoa production is stopped in the country, it will affect the country significantly because, like I said in my speech, cocoa production has helped us to develop universities and roads. An example is the University of Ghana. It was funded by the cocoa sector. If we stop cocoa production now, as cocoa is part of the top 3 exports of the country, it will affect our export earnings and our GDP. Hence, we can imagine how our socio-economic development will be. We will be losing a lot of money that we could use to embark on several development projects. Thank you.
Your second question, Holy Child, you would go first. Would you encourage young people today to go into cocoa farming? Yes or no, and why? Would you encourage young people to go into cocoa farming today? Yes or no? Explain.
Thank you, madam. Today, considering the struggles that the cocoa farmer is facing, his income not reaching him on time, the fixation of the prices which are not helping him. Today, I would not say that I would not encourage the youth to engage in the cocoa sector because the system is under strain. However, I believe that if the system is improved upon, such as by fixing subsidies and allowing the farmer to have easy access, and the sector is improved, then I would encourage the youth to venture into the sector. Thank you.
Thank you very much for this question. The answer is yes, because the youth are the next generation to replace our aging farmers. Bringing them back is bringing them back is important to restore government confidence in the cocoa sector. We can bring them by making the venture profitable, attractive, and more younger to the youth. Thank you.
Holy Child and Presbyterian School, thank you so much. You hear from us when they are judges. Holy Child and Jasu, my apologies, please. Thank you, ladies. You can take your seat. Please, let's show them some love. And take your drinks. So we've had St. Louis and Ola Senior High School. We've had Asen Manso and Ajate Senior High School. We've had Presbyterian Senior High School and Salaga Senior High School, and then Jaso Senior High School and Holy Child. We'll go into the next set pretty soon. We'll be having Mauli and Akokwaso, Gushegu and KNUST. I have Ola again. Oda and Atefa, and then Sewa Kesi and Gomoa Senior High School. And so it's time now for us to take a break so that judges can also put their results together. What should we do? 2 options. What should we do? Oh, you're already telling me, okay, then let me hide my options. What should we do? Sing and dance. This one there, you are saying it too. So I will not come and call anybody. You now, you should come forward and do the dance. Are we okay on that? Or we should do sponsors acknowledgement. Sponsors acknowledgement, yes or no? Yes or no? Dancing and singing, yes or no? That all those in favor of dancing, say yeah, yeah. All those in favor of acknowledgement, say yeah, yeah. The dancing has won. So we're going to do dancing and singing. Miss DJ, give us a song. I'll go first. Oh, no. Wait. Because I'm not debating, I'll not go first. The debating schools will go first. Then when they finish, I'll come and summarize all the dance moves that they have done. That's how we do it all the time. So which school is coming? Let's have the schools. Which school is coming? Okay, they are coming. They said that because we have advised them not to be shy, they are no more shy. So they are breaking it here. Hey, let's go.
I don't find nothing else. Girl, you don't get any issue. Girl, I go hold you well, and I will do anything that you wish. Me share my love, so don't pay me for it. No way that tomorrow, somebody else come take you away. They do me no more. This thing no be no more. You know what to do more. This don't give me trouble. You get me no more. This thing no be no more. It won't be my lover.
Umntana uyazenzela bathi uyazenzela bathi yena uyazenzela bakithi kwantswaka mo asimode kwantswaka mo asimode kwantswaka mo asimode kwantswaka mo kimode bakithi mikimode asabe engithi mina kwantswaka mo asimode kwantswaka mo asimode kwantswaka mo asimode kwantswaka mo kimode Kimote, asabe kajene bathi Kimote, ay Kimote, asabe kajene bathi
I da bisita la bomba, na bine moye ni kala motamba, uiisa le one ni mama, kantu bamba ganja, kantu wanu bamba ganja, I ite kala bomba, na bine moye ni kala motamba, uiisa le one ni mama, kantu bamba ganja. Bad feet my chest, your back asset. You know them be my chumba rest. Me see my jolly, but no bata me kongono. Baby kongaso, you dey see him, me no fit kill him. I need to know where you did. Oh yeah, send me all okay. Shabali girl no delay. Oh, when there's a no delay. I need to know where you did. Send me all okay. Shabali girl no delay. Let's have the next. Oh, excellent. 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 Cooking for emergency. Shorty. Excellent. Cooking for emergency.
We drop another. Germano, Scotty Kill it drop and not
Nigga like chunima, 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 chu. Unima, kunima, kunima, ku. Le, 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 lunima, lu. Besa choefo. Munima, gu.
one side, one side, one side, one side, shoulder, 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 one side, one side, one side, one side, shoulder, 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 one side, one side, one side, one side, shoulder, 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 one side, one side, one side, one side, shoulder, shoulder.
Inama posa, itaba makeba. Ay, uspone masne. E baba ne jealous.
Energy.
Ay, itina maposa, itaba makeba. Uspone masne. Ay, baba ne jealous. Itina maposa, itaba makeba. Uspone masne. Ay, bona la baba ne jealous. Ay, la baba ne jealous. Baba ne jealous. La baba ne jealous. Ay, baba ne jealous. Oh, la baba ne jealous. Baba ne jealous. La baba ne jealous. Ay, baba ne jealous.
Nakupenda, me I like the bunda, biggie softy bunda, me I pretenda. Nakupenda, me I like the bunda, biggie softy bunda, me I pretenda. Nakupenda,
Okay,
me I like
DJ,
the
hold it.
bunda, biggie
DJ, hold it.
bunda.
Please, none of you should leave. Let us regulate it and make it nice. So we have like almost every school here, right? One person from each school should stay. The best dancer from each school should stay. So, So give us one person from your. She's staying. Are you from the same school? Okay, from Odasco and Jaso. And then from Agate. One of you should stay. Who is staying? Okay, she's staying from Atefa. You're alone. Okay, from St. Louis. Nice one. Gomwa. Maoli. We don't have Holy Child here. Who is repping Holy Child? Holy Child, are you shy? We don't have Holy Child here. Okay, so this is how we're going to do it. They'll all dance together again for like a minute. Then we'll do stay or away. No malice intended, please. Then we'll keep like, how many are there? 1, 2, from Gushegu. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 schools. We'll cut it to 5. Then we'll do 3. Then we'll do number 1. Is that okay? Right. So DJ, give us a song that they'll all dance. We'll do stay or away. Let's go. Let's go. Gushegu, come forward a bit. Let them see you.
I know she and when you're
want the boy. Show me your boy. What's your boy? And the money boy. So you want the boy. show me your body, show me your body. Stop a boy, and the money boy, come on, boy, come on, boy, come on, boy.
Alright, DJ, it's okay. DJ, it's okay. So we're doing stay or away. Stay means you're staying. Away means we appreciate that you came to dance, but you can't go to the next stage. So let's start from, which school is this? Gomoa Senior High. Gomoa, stay or away? Gomoa, stay or away? Okay, I think the stay overshadows the away. Gomoa is staying. Which school is it? Asimansu, stay or away? Oh, you guys. Stay or away? No, it looks like Gomoa. I don't look at Gomoa again. Asimansu, stay or away? Stay or away, this side. It is a consensus away. We are sorry. Please put your hands together for Asimansu. Which school is this? St. Louis, stay or away? Stay or away? This place, there is some bias, this place. Stay or away? Okay, St. Louis, you're staying. Atefua, stay or away? Okay, relax. Atefua, stay or away again? Oh, no. Let's decide. Stay or away? I'm hearing away. Oh. Stay or away? Stay. She's staying. Which school is this? Mauli, stay or away? Some are saying I stay. Which one is I stay? Stay or away? Away. Oh, wait. Let's do what? Stay or away? Okay, you wait. Because I'm not getting the decision right. Okay, stay away. And they are saying stay away or I stay. Okay, stay. I got to stay or away. This. Okay, we know she's staying. We know she's staying. Stay or away? Away? It's a consensus away. Sorry, okay? Which school is this? Jaso? Stay or away? Stay or away? Stay. Jaso is staying. Gushegu, stay or away? Stay away. Away. Gushegu is staying. Gushegu, they say, oh no, Gushegu is staying. I mean, wait. Gushegu cannot come all the way from the north and you tell me it won't happen. She's staying. For the fact that she's coming from the north, she's staying. Maybe we'll decide round 2, but she's staying round 1. Which school is this? Order, away or stay? Order, stay. All right, it's okay. The judges are putting their marks. We'll do another round. This one there, I want the decision to be very firm. Stay or away. Then we just, DJ, give us a song. They are judging for just 30 seconds and then we'll decide again. Let's go.
Asa bunny, asa bunny, asa bunny, asa bunny, asa bunny,
Asa money up.
asa bunny,
It's okay.
asa bunny, bunny, bunny,
It's okay. You know, while everybody is dancing, it is Madam's face I am just watching. She's like, my God, what is going on? Mommy, what was going through your mind? Tell us.
Well, it's exciting. Yes, I mean we didn't used to dance like this, so it's another ball game. But it's exciting. That's the time. We have to live with it.
She says, so let's decide on the schools who were not very clear on. There were this Atefa and then Gushegu. On all of them. All of them. What should we do? The schools who were uncertain about. So we should decide on them. It was, which school? Atefa, right? It was, sorry. So stay or away? This one there, they say away. You know, you heard it. It's okay. Let's go and sit down, okay? Don't mind them. You are my friend. Which other school? Gushegu, stay or away? Gushegu. Thank you for coming, okay? And others go to stay or away? Oh, others go. They are saying away. Oh, I'm sorry, okay? Don't mind them, okay? 1, 2, 3, 4. We have 5 schools now. We'll cut it to 3. So after this round, 2 will go and sit down. DJ, give us a song. Let's decide.
High spirit. Castro. Let's go. Me no fi control myself, sexy a beg. Come roll it again. Me want take you to the inna me bedroom. We go party again. The way you roll it better. Me want come close to your bumper. Me want to enter the center. Me want come guide you like longer. Tinini, no, no, tinini, tinini. Sexy a beg you, they killing me. It can show about tinini, tinini. No, tinini, tinini, no, tinini, tinini, no, tinini, tinini, no, tinini. Bounce with your bum, bounce with your bum. Everybody come and bounce with your bum. Do you really wanna bounce with your bum? Don't change the style, come on, be like that. Come on, bounce with your bum, bounce with your bum. Everybody come and bounce with your bum. Do you really wanna bounce with your bum? Don't change the style, come on, be like that.
Tonight, girl, everything is gonna be alright, baby. I'm loving the way that you do it.
Bounce with your bum,
Don't keep it moving.
bounce with your bum.
You know, say money no be problem. Honest on the block. Alright, I'm back again. You know what time it is? Straight up. Alright, what's up? Listen. A bank man that came and Missy Ma, Michelle, she been a befro, so winking up. I come off and at the chicken, the young Bimbuna, and with Simba reason, and the real day, Juma, or Pibo, what did I dear great Jima, what a Tama, Tama Fahin, you wouldn't let him, then my Mepa, dear, and Papa Sukrapoma, and guess a religion who may pull Biasoma. I shall win up about the young Gonqua, just some pipe, a few wise, one genoa, but Tamabuano, Vinny Bin Timamua, one on the Jamabakari, eh, Vinny Patakwa, as I see that they be a one over near my papa, Pivia, was saying Yamu out of Yaka, as long to be a best second.
All right, so we are cutting down to 3. Let's do it very seamless. Stay or away, then you just tell me. You decide, then I just pronounce it. So let's start from here this time. Jasu Senior High. Oh my God. Calm down. I didn't even ask. Relax. Let me ask first. Jasu, stay or away? Oh, you people. It looks like it's away. Oh. This one there is right away. Okay. Oh, Jasu, sorry, okay. Don't mind them, you are my friend, eh? They're my friend, don't mind them. Agate, stay away. So all of you are from Agate. Your vote is invalid. I'll listen from this side. Stay away. Stay. Stay. Let me ask from an independent school. Stay or away? Stay. Stay away. Stay. Holy child, stay away. Stay. I can tell you staying. Hey. I am critical. I tell you disqualified. I tell you stay or away. Away. Stay. It's okay. Atefa is staying. Yeah. St. Louis, stay away. Stay. Gomwa, stay away. Hey, we have to cut it to 3-0. So who should go? We are done. The judges are ready. So we have to cut the dance and go for the results. But I mean, we'll do the one last one before we go for the results. So because the judges are ready, we can't go to the final person. So let's do one last dance. And they are all winners. And that is fair. Okay. So DJ, give us a song. Hey.
Shaggy, boom, yentem, boom. You dey do me like boom. Say shaggy, boom, yentem, boom. You go do them like juju. Kakalika, kalika, kakalika, kalika, kakalika, kalika, kakalika, kakalika, kalika, kakalika, kalika, kakalika, kalika, kakalika. Gaba, hey gaba, see them around, go hide for the tight corner, we know the shake mana, wanna, we know the fear wanna, they know the see say we know be in for that, wanna, them all are informants, Kalika, if I the dance and the just manica, okay we be caterpillar, you go see one day we go 10 to Kalika, if I the dance and the just manica, okay we be caterpillar, you go see one day we go 10 to Get so much feeling for this club and then no one let me go. Then no one let me.
Ladies, thank you so much. When I was in SS, the last time I tried to dance, something happened in the school. So since then, I don't dance. I've not danced in the last, in the last 10 years. So when I decide to, it is only today that I'm dancing because they brought the energy. So it energized my dancing. So ladies, thank you so much. Okay, tell us your name. What's your name?
Gertrude Sam. Champon.
All right, let's settle down. Let's get some water. Let's drink some Verna and some Planets and get ready for the judges' course. And then we'll bring you the second set of the speech competition. So judges, you have a microphone there. You can do the announcement yourself, right? Yes. Please settle down, listen to how your school fared and whether they are progressing to the next stage.
Okay, thank you very much. The first batch is over, and so we are going to know who the winner is in each pair, and then the runners up. My colleague here will do that. But before then, a few words. And I want to assure the contestants and those who are to come that as judges, one of the myths we want to dispel is the fact that we are here to find fault. Judges are not here to find fault. We are here to support constructively. So we'll tell you what you did well so that you can continue to do that, and also tell you areas you can improve. We are always striving to improve on whatever we do. So anytime you appear to do any championship contest like this, have in mind that you only exhibit your best and the judges will support you. Now, we came into this with some expectations. We wanted the contestants to show confidence, to show passion, to be clear in their delivery, let us understand what they are saying. They have to show clear use of body language like gestures to support their points. And they should be organized. We should see clearly introduction, body, and then the end, the conclusion. And also they should be time conscious to manage their time. And as we all saw from the 4 schools, they exhibited absolute passion. You can see that in their eyes as they presented, all of them. They were confident and were bold. You could see that through the eye contact. They were staring at everybody here to show how confident they were, which is very good. They also showed that they were knowledgeable in all the areas that they spoke on, because they did research and they showed that in their references, and they showed statistics, which is good at the senior high school level. I really, really felt good about all that. Then they were very articulate. They spoke well, grammar, largely okay, and they tried their best, even when we put them on the spot, asking them questions they didn't think about, they didn't know before here. They did their best to respond to those questions. So on the whole, let's give them a big round of applause. They've done very well. A few areas I want them to work on is that, you know, this is a speech presentation. Sometimes, even if you are put at one spot over there, it will be good to move about. So then your audience can follow you left to their right. You can keep them to your person. So think about that. Another thing is that your pacing, the way you spoke. Some spoke very fast, and an old man, I was chasing them to... So take your time and then speak. Let your words come out clearly. And also take note of the time and plan accordingly. So even if your speech is long, once you hear 5 minutes, you ask, what can I talk about? What can I leave out? So that you can work within the time and end very well. So these are a few things I want them to check. So on that note, I'll hand over to my colleague who will deliver the actual result for us to know who has won and who is the runner-up. No one has lost anything. No one is the loser. We have the first and then the first runner-up. Thank you.
So here we say we have the winners and the other winners. There are no losers. The winners and the other winners.
All right. Thank you, Prof, for bestowing on me the onerous duty of being the executioner. So for our first contest, we had St. Louis and then Ola SHS. To go straight to the point, St. Louis amassed a total...
Can we have St. Louis and then the other school come up?
Yes, so yes. St. Louis and Ola SHS.
St. Louis and Ola.
Contestants,
come up. St. Louis and Ola contestants, come up, please. Oh, let's show them some love, eh? Hey. See how the judges were praising them. It means they did some good job.
Yes, they did a very good job. It was a very good exchange of speeches. But after the judges compiled their results, St. Louis amassed a total of 242 points.
242.
242 across the 3 judges' sheets, while Ola amassed a total of 224, making St. Louis the winner for
So it is 242 and 224.
Yes, 242, 224. St. Louis is the winner. Ola is the runner-up for this
So it means St. Louis is going to the next stage.
Yes.
All right. So let's have the presentation of the certificates to St. Louis. Madam Sarah will do that for us. St. Louis as well as also to Ola. So St. Louis Senior High School for progressing to the next stage. Madam Sarah, please do that for us. Thank you so much. They also get a set of participation. Let me give you two. So one to each person. The next, what's your name, please? Then there's a cash prize of 1,000 Ghana cedis for progressing to the next stage. Yes. Right. St. Louis, 1,000 Ghana cedis. Thank you so much, Madam Sarah. And we also do for Ola, please. Ola, your names, please. Holasi. Okay, Madam, please present to Holasi for participating. And then to Benedicta, right? Yes. Great. And then to Benedicta. And Ola also gets this. Okay. And then a package from the sponsors. Thank you so much. And I'm sorry, please, they have packages also from the sponsors. Let's do that one as well.
It's too much to give to them.
Packages from the sponsors.
Yeah.
Yeah, to both schools. To both schools. Thank you. And then to St. Louis. St. Louis package, yes. So next, Acta Semanso and Asemanso and Agate. Madam Sarah, thank you so much. Asemanso and Agate. Can we have the contestants here? Asemanso and Agate. Judges?
Yeah. So the next was a contest between Asemanso and Agate. Please come forward. So for this speech contest, Asemanso amassed a total of 239 points. 239 points, while Agate Senior High School got 224 points, making Asemanso the winner for this round.
Asemanso.
Congratulations to you. Asemanso, congratulations Agate as well.
Asemanso, Madam, help us with the presentation. Which school is staying? Asemanso is staying. Congratulations, yes. Asemanso. So please, let's present it to... Can I have one of the ushers here with me? Asemanso, please. Please be in the middle so the presentation looks... And then Asemanso, give me your names. Yes, Portia. Help me out with the small ones. They also get certificates of participation. Please put your hands together for them. Okay, so while we sort that out, we can present the cash prize of 1,000 Ghana cedis to Asen Manso. It also means they are progressing to the next stage. Congratulations, Asen Manso. I think we have to turn it this way, the other side. Good. Congratulations, Asen Manso. Please put your hands together for them. So can we have a teacher from Asen Manso? A teacher from Asen Manso. We know all the work that you put in. A teacher from Asen Manso. Come and help in receiving the packages. Asen Manso teacher, any teacher from Asen Manso, yes. Congratulations, sir. Well done. So, have we done the package already? Okay, so let's do the cash prize with the teacher. Right. All of you behind it, come here nicely. The teachers also put in a lot of work. Thank you so much. Thank you very much. Let's now move to Agate. Yes, teacher, you can hold it for them. And then you can leave it if you're not able to pick it. You come back and take it later. Or if there are any boys from Asen Manso, you can help them carry it away. Let's do Agate now. A teacher from Agate should also join them. Okay, please, ma'am. Thank you. Is that teacher here? Great. Please put your hands together for them. Congratulations to the school and the teachers as well for the good work done. We can now have Presbyterian School and then Salaga Senior High School. Judges, who is staying?
Yes, so Presby, SHS, and Salaga. Can the
Presby and Salaga, please come in.
Contestants, please come up stage.
Presby and Salaga contestants. Please put your hands together for them.
Yes.
Madam Chonebua, stand by to do the presentation first.
Yes, so this was a closely fought contest. Presbyterian SHS from Bechem amassed a total of 211 points.
211.
211. And then Salaga SHS got 205, making Presby Bechem the winners for this round.
So it's a 6 marks difference.
Yes.
6 marks difference. Madam, so present this to them. Salaga Senior High School. Yes. And then to both of them.
So that's Presby. Okay. So.
Please, it's for the both of you. Is there a teacher around? Yes. A teacher from Salaga. Thank you so much for all the work that you have put in. Let's have their package, please. Thank you so much, Salaga. You have your certificates with Portia. She'll present them. Madam, thank you so much. You can do for this school as well, Presbyterian Senior High School. Well done, Presbyterian Senior High School.
So student from Joasu and Holy
Jasu
Child,
and Holy Child,
please
yes.
come up stage.
Thank you, madam. Jasu and Holy Child, let's have you.
Joasu and Holy Child, please come up stage. So this was also a very good.
Mr. Sewusu, please be on standby to do the presentation first.
This was also a very good contest, but there was clear dominance and superiority on one side from the scores.
Okay.
Joasu had a total of 226, and then Holy Child had 265,
Wow.
making Holy Child
226, 265. So let's present to Jaso, and then we'll do Holy Child who are staying. Jaso. Okay. Jaso, is there a teacher here, please? Teacher from Jaso. Come closer. Come here. So Pasha, come here a bit, so that we can have the backdrop in the pictures nicely. Congratulations to the school. You've done well. Are we done? Okay, thank you. She'll give you your individual certificates. And then Holy Child. Holy Child, a teacher from Holy Child, please. Yes. Congratulations, Holy Child. Congratulations, Holy Child. Thank you so much. We'll move straight into the second set. The next 8, we have Mauli coming up against Akokwaso. We have Gushagu coming up against KNUST. Oda coming up against Atefwa. And then Sewa Kese coming up against Gomwa Senior High School. And so let's have Mauli and Akokwaso ASAP. And let's do it. Let's welcome Mauli Senior High School and Akokwaso.
We are going right into the second one. So, okay, this is my 4. Please, everybody grab your 4.
Mauli Senior High School and Akokwaso. Right, ladies, welcome. Tell us your name and then anything interesting about you want us to know.
My name is Alasi Rejoice Shoklo from Mauli School. I love listening to music.
My name is Pedato Caroline Kekeli from Mauli School. I love sewing, reading, and sleeping. Yeah, okay.
Please, let's have some silence in the room because we are beginning the second set.
I am Ejewa Lodina Boache, a student of Akokwaso Senior High Technical School. I am open to new things. Thank you.
I am Aka Rosalinda. I love reading a lot. Thank you.
So judges, you have it. Your contestants are ready. What is the topic they are speaking on? I'll leave it here. Okay.
Okay, take a breather. We'll be with you shortly, in a minute, yeah?
So their topic is natural resource wealth benefits nations only when managed with transparency, accountability, and strong institutions. Natural resource wealth benefit nations only when managed with transparency, accountability, and strong institutions. That is what they are speaking about. Mauli and then Akokwaso Senior High Technical School. Judges, can they go?
Just a minute.
Take a
yes.
breather.
Just
So
a
let
minute.
me invite teachers from the first set. Teachers from the first set, talk to us about your preparations, preparing them for the con so the judges can also settle when we begin. Teachers from the first set, Holy Child, any of them can come for a conversation. While we wait for them, let's acknowledge Cooper Study International, Twelium, our sponsors, SN Anku, Pepsodent, Fan Milk, First Choice, Twisco, Ola McGrake, Verna, Omo, Vaseline, Planets, McBerry, Glyco, Comfort Wash, Margins ID, Geisha, NASCO, and then Honeyday Foundation, our sponsor. Oh, teachers, come, don't go. The last set, yes. So if your school was in the first competition, you can come. Your school was in the first. How easy was it or difficult? The challenges preparing them for the contest. Please let me know when we come.
Thank you. Thank you so much. I'll start by saying it's been a blessing. Programs like this empowers especially those of us from the north. In fact, one area that we always fail is with providing answers, the confidence to stand there and provide the answers. For training, we give them all the training, but because they are not groomed to speak English, they find it difficult articulating themselves when they appear before podiums. This is not my first contest, public speaking. We've been giving it a try, but at all time when we get to questions and answers, we struggle getting them find confidence on stage, even when they can. So I want to pledge that whilst advocacy is happening down here, some of you should find time and get down there, because that is where the problem is, and not in Accra. Thank you, and thank you so much.
Ngsdc, they will say, with their own sample, we should go to the north one of these days. That is what she says, that is where the problem is, not in Accra. Please, talk to us briefly, preparations and all of that. How easy or challenging was it?
Thank you very much. My name is Dijoy Amankwa, the trainer for St. Louis Senior High School. Working with ladies is kind of difficult. Trying to call them together, trying to prepare ourselves, and having series of contests. Because before this, we are having contest over contest, and coming here, it's very tiring. But in all, we came together and we gave it our best. Yeah, so it's very difficult, but God did.
As reigning champions, I can imagine how hectic it's been trying to maintain the title and all of that. But you won today, so we'll see you in the next round. Congratulations. Put it up together for St. Louis. Judges, if you are ready, you can take us away. Timekeeper, the first school that is beginning is Mauli. Right.
Africa loses more through illicit financial outflows than it receives in aid and direct investment. Secrecy, not scarcity, is what keeps Africa poor. These were the words of a man, his voice echoing across a continent so rich in resources, yet so familiar with struggle that he began to question the meaning of its own wealth. These were the words of Thabo Mbeki, the former president of South Africa, according to the Africa Progress Panel Report 2013. Esteemed chairperson, ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. My name is Lassie Rejoice Choklu, a student of Mauli School, speaking on the topic, natural resource will benefit nations only when managed with transparency, accountability, and strong institutions. Today, I stand here not just as a student or a contestant of the National Girls Speech and Debate Championship, but also as a concerned citizen who strongly believes that our natural resources can greatly help in the development of our nation. Firstly, permit me to throw more light on these key terms as used in the theme. Natural resource wealth, according to the World Bank 2021, is defined as a total estimated value of a country's stock of natural resources, including renewable and non-renewable resources. According to the Oxford Learners Dictionary, transparency is the quality of something that makes it easy to understand. Again, the Cambridge Dictionary defines accountability as being responsible for what you do and able to give satisfactory reasons for it. All in all, the theme means the total value of a nation's natural resource can only translate into real benefits when managed in a way that is open and clear for everyone to understand. Countries like Ghana, Nigeria, and Venezuela are blessed with so many natural resources, but the nations hardly derive the required benefits from them. Resources are extracted, revenues are generated, yet development remains stagnant. Why? Because of these three structural failures: secrecy in governance, lack of responsibility in leadership, and weak systems that cannot enforce laws. But within these failures, are three great heroes, not individuals. Not your favorites like Iron Man, Superman, or Black Panther, but principles that can rescue nations from this cycle. Transparency, accountability, and strong institutions. Transparency is the foundation of trust. It ensures that every barrel of oil and diamond extracted is accounted for in public view. Natural resource wealth when managed with transparency benefits nations in two ways. First, it reduces corruption. This is to say that when governments publish reports on how much revenue is generated and how much is spent or disbursed, it becomes far more difficult for officials to secretly divert funds. And history proves this. Let's take Botswana for example. The Geological Institute of America documents that diamonds were discovered in Botswana in 1967. Instead of hiding contracts and revenues behind closed doors, many agreements were made public, and Parliament established clear laws governing resource revenue. Parliament established clear laws governing resource revenue. The result has been free education, infrastructure growth, and one of Africa's most stable economies. Second, it attracts responsible investment. Investors will only send their money into systems they trust, systems where there is clarity, stability, and assurance that resources will be used for the right purpose. Transparency does not only fight corruption, it boosts investor confidence, which eventually stimulates economic growth and national development. Accountability maintains that bodies such as parliaments, courts, and public institutions push governments to channel resources into public goods such as infrastructure, education, and health rather than political or personal gain. This was proven by research conducted by Adams et al. 2019. Finally, accountability and transparency cannot survive without structure. Strong institutions, such as the laws, the systems, and the framework, ensures that governance runs smoothly regardless of who is in power, help the other two core principles work. Thus, it deters the misuse of funds, and thus, it ensures continuous enforcement of the rules and guarantees stability. Governments may change, but institutions remain. This ensures that policies on resource management are sustained over time, preventing disruption and mismanagement. In summary, none of these core principles stand alone. Transparency reveals the truth. Accountability acts on this truth by ensuring responsibility, and strong institutions enforce these actions, leading to efficient use of resources, reduced corruption, and most importantly, a better nation. This is why research continues to emphasize the importance of institutional strength. Research by NAT 2023 and DESTA 2020 shows that resource failure does not often lie in the quantity of resources a nation possesses, but in the strength of the institutions managing them. This aligns directly with the United Nations Sustainable Goal 16, peace, justice, and strong institutions. We call for effective, accountable, and transparent institutions at all. Until transparency reveals, accountability responds, and strong institutions continues, and natural resources will remain buried in our soil, but never reflected in our standard of living. Thank you.
Imagine a small town sitting atop vast reserves of gold. On paper, it should be one of the richest places in the area with schools fully equipped, hospitals well-staffed, and roads smooth and reliable. But walk through each street and you find something else. Classrooms without desks, clinics without medicine, and young people without jobs. Now ask yourself, what went wrong? The chairperson, distinguished judges, esteemed patrons, respected teachers present, fellow students, ladies and gentlemen, good day. It is a privilege to address a topic that sits at the intersection of development and governance. Natural resource wealth benefits nations only when managed with transparency, accountability, and strong institutions. As Paul Collier, a British economist, emphasized, unquote, natural resources are not a curse, but a blessing if managed well. So today, I invite you to consider this critical truth with me. Ladies and gentlemen, according to PubMed Central PMC research, despite the billions of dollars generated from oil exports in Nigeria, over 70% of Nigerians still live on less than $2 per day, equivalent to less than 22 Ghana cedis, highlighting severe income inequality and governance failure. Also, in Ghana, the extraction of gold has become a curse, rather than a blessing to the people. According to research, between 2013 and 2024, illegal gold mining in Ghana expanded rapidly, particularly in forest reserves and riverbanks, causing damage to our forest reserves in some major rivers such as Pra River. This illustrates that national wealth does not automatically translate into local benefits. How then do we justify that transparency, accountability, and strong institutions are the very key indicators to ensuring nations benefit fully from their natural resource wealth? First, transparency ensures open disclosure of revenues and contracts. For example, Ghana discovered oil in commercial quantities in 2011 and in 2007 and began production in 2011. Indeed, the extractive sector contributes significantly to the economy, accounting for a notable share of gross domestic product and government revenue. But to manage this wealth fully to benefit the country, Ghana implemented key frameworks such as the Petroleum Revenue Management Act and participation in the Extractive Industry Transparency Initiative. These reforms have improved the disclosure of revenues and contracts, promoting transparency in the sector. But let us not forget that transparency is not merely about publishing data. It is also about empowering citizens. Moreover, accountability ensures corruption is punished and compliance enforced. Accountability in managing a nation's resource wealth means that those in authority must be responsible for their actions. If money is wasted or stolen, there must be consequences. Without accountability, natural resources become a tool for few to enrich themselves, while many suffer in poverty. Botswana, after discovering diamonds in 1967, had a successful negotiation of a 50-50 ownership agreement. The country, through deliberate institutional design and accountability mechanisms, transformed from one of the poorest at independence into resource-driven economy. To ensure accountability, Botswana diamond revenues are included in national budgets, subjected to parliamentary oversight, and audited regularly by state institutions. This, according to experts, has reduced corruption and ensured funds are traceable. And lastly, strong institutions enable policy implementation and long-term planning. For example, Botswana diamond sector demonstrates how strong institutions and fiscal discipline can translate resource wealth into development. Another African country who has proven the effectiveness of strong institutions in managing a nation's resource wealth is Namibia. Through a robust, rules-based institutions and regulatory frameworks, Namibia's diamond resources generate broad national benefits. And as a result, public services improved, especially in education and health, and employment opportunities increased in the diamond value chain. In contrast, countries with weak institutions experience resources fueled with corruption, conflicts, and environmental degradation. The chairperson, distinguished judges, esteemed patrons, respected teachers present, fellow students, ladies and gentlemen, in conclusion, remember the scenario I started my speech on and the question asked. It is therefore imperative to understand at this moment that a nation's resource wealth is a test of governance. However, to transform this resource wealth into sustainable development, nations must strengthen anti-corruption institutions, enhance oversight, invest wisely, and ensure equitable distribution of natural resource revenues. It is in light of this that I conclude that natural resource wealth benefits nations only when managed with transparency. Thank you.
Hello. Thanks to both schools. So we'll take the first question, and Mauli, you would go first. If gold, diamond, or oil were found in your community, what should the traditional leaders and government do to ensure that local people benefit from the wealth? I'll take it again. If gold, diamond, or oil were found in your community, what should the traditional leaders and government do to ensure that the local people benefit from the wealth?
Please, thank you so much for the question. If gold or any other natural resource is found in my community, I think that the leaders and the elders and the government must find people that have much more experience on how to exploit these resources among the local people. So maybe like the people in Ghana, we have to find people that are able to exploit these resources among us, the Ghanaians. And if we don't have, we have to train people to be able to exploit these resources, to be able to serve as a source of employment to us, and also help the people to be experienced in what they do. With this, the children in the community will know about the natural resource there to serve as a source of employment and also create experience for those that are working with there, and also serve as a source of revenue for the country. Thank you.
Thank you. When gold is found in my community, the chief and the government must be transparent to the people by disclosing the information to the people, and this will empower them to take part in the exploitation of gold. It will create jobs for them, improve their standard of living, and help to develop the town. Thank you.
Akokwa, so you would go first this time. The second question: how can young people help to protect Ghana's resources? How can young people help to protect Ghana's resources?
Thank you. Young people can help to protect Ghana's natural resources by engaging in public education and cooperating with the civil society to function as watchdogs. Through media engagement, the young people can educate us on how resources must be handled and how it will help to ensure resource wealth in the country. Thank you.
Thank you very much for the question. As young people, I believe that we are able to capture information easily. And so the first thing I would require of them to do is to train young people to know about the natural resources present in their communities. And then there should be awareness in our schools or education on these natural resources and how they can be exploited. And also these young people can be trained to be watchdogs, to watch over these resources. And there must be incentives given to these young people so that they can report people who illegally extract our natural resources to help benefit the nation. Thank you very much.
All right, thank you, Mauli and Akokwaso. The judges will bring us the results at the end of the entire contest. So thank you so much. You can take your seats now. Let's show them some love. Let's welcome them, even as they take their seats. Can we have Gushegu and KNUST? Go and take your drinks, please. Gushegu Senior High School and KNUST Senior High School. All right, so put on your tags and then introduce yourself to us. Tell us your name and then anything interesting you want us to know about you. There's a microphone on the podium, please. Thank you.
Shakra, representing Gusheo Senior High School. I like singing. I am Mamera Maswini and I am a fruitier.
I am Owusu Setre Ernestina Echa, representing KNUSC Senior High School, and I love listening to music very much.
My name is Akwa Jessie Grace, a student of KNUSC SHS, and I like reading.
Please, let's have some silence in the room, okay? So, judges, your contestants are ready. What are they talking about? Dependence on foreign aid continues to undermine Ghana's long-term development and self-reliance. Right. Timekeeper. Well, let's start with Gushegu.
the chairperson, distinguished panel of judges, ladies and gentlemen, good day. 69 years ago, Kwame Nkrumah stood before a watching continent and declared that the black man was capable of managing his own affairs. The crowd roared, the flags flew, and the dream of a self-reliant Ghana was born. Today, 69 years later, Ghana is on its 17th program with the International Monetary Fund still going back, hat in hand, to keep its budget afloat.
Please,
something
silence.
went wrong. This speech is about what that something is. My name is Mohamed Rama Suhine, proudly representing Goshogu Senior High School. This speech will argue through 3 clear lines of evidence that Ghana's dependency on foreign aid has actively undermined our long-term development and self-reliance. Fiscally, institutionally, and in terms of our sovereignty as a nation, foreign aid is money, goods or services given by one country or organization to another to support development and economic stability. The question before us is simple. After all these years, has that support made Ghana stronger? Or has it made us more comfortable with needing help? The chairperson, let's first examine the numbers because they do not flatter us. According to World Bank data compiled from the OECD Development Assistance Committee, Ghana received over $1 billion United States dollars annually between 2018 and 2021, reaching $1.3 billion in 2020 alone. Yet, the Institute for Fiscal Studies confirmed in its 2023 survey of the Ghanaian tax system that our tax to GDP ratio stood at just 13.8%, well below our own government target of 18 to 20%. Ghana is collecting less from its citizens that it has set as its own minimum standard, filling the gap with borrowed money from abroad. There is a name for that. It is called dependency. And dependency, however politely packaged, it is the opposite of self-reliance. Ladies and gentlemen, some argue that aid is simple aid too, that receiving support once building capacity is reasonable, and that well-managed aid can genuinely strengthen nation. Fine enough, but Ghana's own records answers that argument. A landmark study by NAC, published in the Southern Economic Journal in 2001, found that higher aid flows consistently produce weaker governance and lower domestic tax effort, because when money arrives from outside, the difficult conversation at home becomes easy to delay. The OECD Revenue Statistics in Africa 2024 confirms our tax ratio still falls below the sub-Saharan Africa average, not because we lack capacity, but because for too long external support has removed the agency to build it. Then there is sovereignty. The World Bank 2025 policy notice revealed that Ghana has spent 40 of its 69 years since independence under IMF program and research arrangements 17 times. If aid were building self-reliance, that number would be falling. Instead, it holds steady across every government, every generation. Professor Edu Bahin, in his landmark work, Africa Perspective on Colonialism, argued that the greatest tragedy of post-colonial Africa is not poverty, it's about the acceptance as poverty as inevitable. Permanent independence teaches exactly that, whispering to a nation, generation after generation, that it cannot stand alone until eventually the nation stops trying to prove otherwise. But another way is possible. Rwanda in 2000 was rebuilding from genocide, desperately poor and 86% aid dependent. About and rural here, in their 2012 studies from the Institute of Policy Analysis and Research in Kigali, document that Rwanda has reduced the Africa to 43% by 2011 through direct domestic revenue mobilization. The Africa Development Bank's 2022 Rwanda strategy paper confirms that progress has continued. If Rwanda could do that from devastation, Ghana with its gold, its cocoa, its oil, its democracy, and its people has no credible excuse. True prosperity is not delivered from outside. Ghana's Beyond Aid Charter of 2019 said exactly that. The task is to govern as though we mean it. Ladies and gentlemen, recognizing the problem is only the first step. What matters now is action. Ghana can reduce its dependence on foreign aid through 3 practical measures. First, we must formalize more of the informal economy. The Ghana Statistical Service 2021 Labor Force Report estimates that over 80% of Ghana workforce currently operates outside the formal tax net, representing an enormous and tab revenue base. Second, aid agreements should include clear timelines for ending external support and replacing with locally generated funds. Third, aid money must be invested in productive sectors like roads, energy, technology, and education, instead of covering everyday government expenses. Ghana already have the policies for these reforms. What we need now is a political will to implement them and the public demand to make them work. In conclusion, the chair, ladies and gentlemen, it has done genuine good. Classrooms built, vaccines founded, crisis money. Nobody disputes that. What is disputed is the wisdom of making it permanent, what was meant to be temporary, of building a nation's future on a foundation that belongs to someone else. The revenue must be collected. The institution must be strengthened. The carry to govern, funded by Ghanaians, must be demanded. Because when a nation outsources its survival, it slowly forgets how to survive. Not the donor. not the lender, not the foreign institution across a conference table. Thank you.
Once upon a time, there lived a mother and a daughter. The mother did everything for her. She solved all her problems and even made decisions on her behalf. Years passed. The daughter grew physically, but not mentally. She became dependent and indecisive. Even in marriage, she still waited for instructions from the mother. The chairperson, all other protocols duly observed. The mother in this story represents donor countries, and that daughter is Ghana. A country richly blessed with gold, cocoa, oil, fertile lands, brilliant minds, resilient women, hardworking youth, and a strategic geographical location, yet perpetually waiting for external rescue. Today, I, Owusu Sechere Echa Ernestina, representing KNUST Senior High School, stand before this August gathering to speak on the topic, quote and unquote, dependence on foreign aid continues to undermine Ghana's long-term development and self-reliance. The World Bank defines foreign aid as financial flows from official donors to developing countries aimed at promoting economic development and welfare. Self-reliance is defined by IMF as a country's ability to foster economic growth, manage financial resources, and meet development needs using its resources rather than relying on external aid. Honorable judges, this topic is not about whether foreign aid has ever helped Ghana. That would be intellectually dishonest. For decades, Ghana has received support from global partners such as IMF and the World Bank. Chima Brimpong and Race in 2015 revealed that aid addresses Ghana's infrastructural deficit. Asante and Ziplim 2017 identified the impact of foreign aid on healthcare. The pertinent question is, has our continuous dependence on foreign aid weakened Ghana's ability to build sustainable systems, independent institutions, and economic self-reliance? The answer is an emphatic yes. Aid to Ghana has become the paradox of the fool who lives in the midst of water, yet always thirsty. According to Campbell 2000, loans put Africa in debt. Kakari 2002 adds that aid results in dependency. It induces a lazy, slavish, dependent mentality. Moyo 2009 stresses that the notion that aid can alleviate poverty is a myth. Esteemed judges, a continuous supply of aid kills confidence, local initiative, and makes us think we can do nothing without foreign support. We celebrate independence every year on 6th March, where Ghana's flag is hoisted and patriotic songs are sung with shouts of freedom and justice. Yanarai assassinate, yet guess what? At the very same parade ground, we check our emails to see whether the next foreign package has arrived. What's an irony? Our local markets are flooded with foreign goods, making local industries and enterprises, which are unable to compete with them, disappear in no time, leaving the teeming youth jobless. Also, aid often comes with stiff conditionalities which are detrimental to the nation. Woods 2006 states that conditions mostly do not align with the socio-economic priorities of the recipient's country. After all, they say, he who pays the piper calls the tune. In 2022, to get an IMF bailout, Ghana had to increase taxes and remove power subsidies. Ladies and gentlemen, are we not shocked that even though deep within us, we all hate very passionately the abominable act of LGBTQ+, yet the anti-LGBTQ+ bill has been reintroduced multiple times in Ghana's parliament, and no government has been bold enough to pass it? Ladies and gentlemen, the way forward is not rocket science. It is with us and within us. Pratt 2002 clearly points out that people can best develop from the foundations of their indigenous knowledge. The chair, we cannot remain hewers of wood and drawers of water, shipping the raw and buying back the finished forever. It is about time we added value to our raw material. Furthermore, we need to elect competent and incorruptible individuals into political offices. China and Rwanda have all proven that it is possible to develop one's country and become self-reliant with the right kind of leadership in place. In addition to these, as Barack Obama said in 2009, what Ghana needs is strong institutions, not strong men, to develop Ghana. To conclude, ladies and gentlemen, foreign aid to some extent has helped us in times of need. For that, we are grateful, but gratitude is not a development strategy. As we leave this auditorium today, let us remember that the Black Star of Africa did not rise so that we can pass the begging bowl from one generation to the next. Let us build a Ghana where our budget reflects our values, not donor preference. A Ghana that is truly independent, not just in 1957, but in 2027, in 2057, and forever. May God bless our homeland Ghana and make her bold enough to fund her future herself. Thank you.
Many thanks to both schools. The first question, Gushegu Senior High School, you would go first. If Ghana stopped receiving foreign aid today, would the country suffer? If yes, explain. If no, explain. The question again. If Ghana stopped receiving foreign aid today, would the country suffer? If yes, explain. If no, explain.
Thank you for the question. As the proverb says, if you want to stop drinking from your neighbor's pot, you have to prepare your own soup before you stop drinking. If Ghana did not build ourselves and decided to end the aid at once, we will suffer. Like our education, our health sectors are heavily rely on donor funded. If we shortcut it, there will be a lack of medicines, lack of machineries in our hospitalities, and some of the schools we get scholarships from abroad, training skills. If we shortcut it, there will be a lot of effect in our education and also our health sector. Thank you.
If Ghana stopped receiving foreign support today, yes, we would suffer. Self-reliance based on economics is not built overnight. What we would need to do to curb this we would rather have to build strong local institutions and have more faith in our own creations. We would also have to change the people in leadership positions. For example, Singapore, Rwanda, and China changed their leadership and proved to us that with the right kind of leadership in position, economic independence can be built overnight. Thank you.
The second question, KNUST, you would go first. Which sectors in Ghana should the government invest in more to reduce foreign aid dependency? Which sectors in Ghana should the government invest in more to reduce foreign aid dependency?
Thank you for the question. Ghana should invest more in the education sector and the agriculture sector. The agriculture sector because Ghana is the leading producer of cocoa in Africa currently. And when we invest more in our agricultural sector, we'll be able to add more value to our raw materials. Also, Ghana should invest more in our education because our students must be empowered in creating innovations that can help our country to stand on its toes itself. Thank you.
Thank you for the question. Ghana must invest in the informal sectors because 80% of our economy operates outside the formal tax net. Thank you.
Thank you to the two schools, Gushegu and KNUST. You hear from the judges when they compare the results. Thank you so much. You can take your seats now. Let's put our hands together for them. And KNUST. So let's have Oda and Atefa. Oda Senior High School and Atefa Senior High School. Oda Senior High School and Atefa Senior High School. Right, ladies, you're welcome. Let's have you introduce yourself to us. Tell us your name, your school, and then what you want to, anything interesting you want us to know about your school. Right.
Good day, everyone. My name is Angel Anna Danso, and the most interesting thing about me is that wherever I go to, and any platform that will be given to me, I want my voice to be heard by everyone. And then my voice that should be heard by everyone should also impact positively in everyone's life. Thank you.
Right. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. I am Apia Ernestina from Modern Senior High School. What I like most is to defend. Yes, I love to defend. Thank you.
You like to defend? Okay.
My name is Ifum Tiffany, and I love music very much. Thank you.
Okay.
The name is Katubulinda Inupini, and I love dancing as well. Thank you.
Thank you. So their topic is Ghana's political independence has not translated into true economic sovereignty. Timekeeper, let's go, ladies. Let's start from Oda.
Esteemed judges and all other protocols duly and highly observed, good day. The topic before the House is Ghana's political independence has not translated into true economic sovereignty. In the words of Dr. Kwame Nkrumah, and I quote, political sovereignty without economic control is an illusion, unquote. A nation may appear free, yet its decisions, its policies, and ultimately its future can still be dictated from outside. This is the uncomfortable truth we must confront today. Ghana may be 69 years politically independent, but the reality is this. Economic sovereignty remains largely unrealized. This is systemic and non-partisan. This means we have experienced economic crisis under both military and democratic regimes. This clearly shows that the problem is not about who governs, but how the economy is structured. Ladies and gentlemen, economic sovereignty simply means nation's ability to take full control of its economy, free from excessive dependence on foreign capital, foreign institutions, and external pressures, while prioritizing the welfare of its citizens. Honorable adjudicators, the following are some key points that continue to undermine Ghana's economic sovereignty. 1. Dependency on primary exports. Esteemed judges, Ghana's economy remains heavily dependent on raw commodities like gold, cocoa, and oil, which together accounts for nearly 80% of exports. This means that our economy is at the mercy of global market forces. When prices fall, Ghana suffers. In fact, cocoa production dropped by over 26% in 2024, exposing the vulnerability of our national revenue. Instead of controlling our wealth, we are controlled by the volatility of global commodity prices. My second point is persistent debt and external control. Esteemed judges, Ghana's reliance on foreign borrowing has created a cycle of debt distress and external dependence. May I humbly ask, if Ghana were a 69-year-old human going through her 17th financial bailout, would she be proud? Today, Ghana is under a $3 billion program with the International Monetary Fund after defaulting for about $30 billion in debt in 2022, which we existed just yesterday. This means that key economic decisions were often influenced by external institutions. This is not full economic control. This is managed dependence. My third point is lack of industrialization.
Ghana's industrialization remains weak, with manufacturing contributing only about 10% of GDP. Meanwhile, imports account for 35 to 45% of GDP, including 13.7 billion worth of goods in 2023. Alarmingly, Ghana import basic food items like rice, sugar, and oil, some exceeding $200 million annually. Country that cannot produce what it consumes cannot claim economic sovereignty. My fourth and final point is governance and corruption. Mismanagement, inefficient state-owned enterprise, and political patronage continue to weaken economic stability. Ghana scored 43 out of 100 on the Corruption Perception Index in 2025, ranking 76 globally with little improvement in recent years. This reflects persistent challenges in accountability, transparency, and effective governance. Corruption does not just waste resources, it destroys economic potential. The path toward economic sovereignty is clear. All hope is not lost. Ghana can still achieve true economic sovereignty through deliberate action like fiscal discipline, digitalization, value addition, and industrialization. In conclusion, ladies and gentlemen, Ghana is politically sovereign, yes, but economically we are still dependent. Until these actionable recommendations are adhered to, adding value to our resource, reducing reliance on foreign aid, strengthening local industries, and take full control over our economy. In the words of Bob Marley, and I quote, "Where there is a will, there is always a way." Unquote. The name is Apia Nanaya Ernestina from Odan Senior High School. Thank you.
The chair, impartial panel of adjudicators, distinguished guests, fellow students, co-speakers, esteemed ladies and gentlemen. On 6th March 1957, the Gold Coast became Ghana. Our first president, Dr. Kwame Nkrumah, declared, and I quote, "The independence of Ghana is meaningless unless it is linked up with the total liberation of Africa," unquote. Today, 69 years later, I stand before you to speak on a topic, quote unquote, Ghana's political independence has not translated into true economic sovereignty. The chair, according to Princeton Encyclopedia of Public and International Affairs 2026, political independence is a country's ability to exercise sovereign authorities over its internal and external affairs without external control. Max Weber, a German sociologist, also states that political independence exists when a state has a monopoly on the legitimate use of physical forces within a given territory. In simpler terms, ladies and gentlemen, you are politically independent as a country if the government alone makes laws, controls the army or the police, and others cannot tell you what to do. Economic sovereignty, on the other hand, according to Jackson J. 2006, is the power of a government to regulate its economy and confer economic rights without external dictation. Ladies and gentlemen, let me at this juncture take you through why Ghana's political independence has not translated into true economic sovereignty. First and foremost, Ghana remains heavily dependent on the exports of raw materials such as gold, cocoa, and crude oil. We sell raw gold, raw cocoa, and crude oil. These raw materials are often exported with little value added, whilst finished products such as chocolates, jewelry, and petrol are often imported at a higher cost. This pattern clearly defines a nation that has not attained true economic sovereignty. In addition, the chair, Ghana's dependence on foreign aids and loans clearly indicates that political independence has not translated into true economic sovereignty. Ladies and gentlemen, according to the GhanaWeb.com, as posted on their website on Thursday, 18 May 2023, Ghana has since independence gone to the International Monetary Fund, IMF, 17 times for financial assistance. Each time, the IMF attaches conditions such as the cutting subsidies, freezing public sector employment or wages. We obey these conditions not because the parliament debated it, but because the lender demands it. When foreign institutions shape our budgets, then we cannot claim we are fully economically sovereign. But thankfully, ladies and gentlemen, just yesterday, the government announced that Ghana has concluded its IMF bailout program. Moreover, the chair permits me to ask, is it not unthinkable that an independent country like Ghana does not have the courage to legislate against LGBTQ+, Even though an overwhelming number of our population are in favor of such a legislation, it's not for the fear of losing economic aids. Furthermore, the chair, the dominance of multinational corporations in key sectors of Ghana's economy illustrate the situation of being economically dependent. Walk through our mining towns, the chair. The gold is Ghanaian, but the biggest mines are owned by foreign multinationals, such as the Zenjing Mining and the Anglo Gold Ashanti. Look at the telecom and banking. Profits are made here, but they fly out all the time. It is true that foreign investment brings jobs, but when strategic sectors are controlled abroad and capital flights drains our economy, then we must ask if we control our destinies or others control it for us. The chair, it is necessary to acknowledge the internal factors that contribute to this gap between political and economic independence. Corruption, weak institutions, and poor planning have also done much harm. Political independence gives us the chance to build economic sovereignty. However, without good governance, the chance is wasted. True independence means we add value to our cocoa before export. It means we revive Tema Oil Refinery to refine our own oil. It means we support made in Ghana, not just in our speeches, but in our markets. It means our leaders must have the courage to say no when external leaders harm our people. In conclusion, the chair, Ghana is politically free. We vote, we debate, we raise our flags. But until the cocoa farmer in Akimoda gets fair prices, until our youth find jobs in industries we own, and until our budget is written here in Accra, without any external influence, our independence remains incomplete. Ladies and gentlemen, Dr. Kwame Nkrumah said, and I quote, "We face neither east nor west. We face forward. Let us now face forward towards true economic sovereignty, for only then will our independence have meaning." Thank you very much.
Many thanks to both schools. Your first question, Oda Senior High School, you would go first. If you became president of Ghana, what two economic problems would you solve in your first term to strengthen Ghana's economy? If you became president of Ghana, what two economic problems would you solve in your first term to strengthen Ghana's economy?
Thank you very much for the question. So if I were to be Ghana's president, the two basic and most important things that I will look to help strengthen our economy is one, to cast down the level at which we depend on primary exports. And also, I will check the level at which corruption is persistent, because corruption diverts the resources meant for developmental projects to other ways, and which steals the future job generation from us, the workable youth. And also, this will reduce reliance on foreign aid, whereby we will not depend solely on foreign institutions for capital for developmental projects. So moving forward, I would entreat that we reduce reliance on foreign aid by setting up local industries and strengthening them. Also, we should limit the rate at which we import goods and check to produce more and refine. Thank you.
Thank you very much for the question. When I am elected into place as a president, the first thing I would like to check is reducing corruption rates in the country, so that the resources in the country can be sufficient for the citizens. And also, I will invest more money in our industry so that we can have the capability to add more values to our raw materials. Thank you.
The second question, Atefua Senior High School, you would go first this time. Beyond cocoa and gold, which Ghanaian local products do you think the country should prioritize and export more to strengthen our economy? beyond cocoa and gold, which Ghanaian local products do you think the country should prioritize and export more to strengthen our economy?
Thank you very much. Apart from cocoa and gold, I would like to say that rice, oil, which is our crude oil, and also coffee should be exported so that we can gain much revenue to control the economy. Thank you.
Thank you very much for the question. So beyond gold and cocoa, we can also turn our eyes to timber as well as our crude oil. When these resources are refined and exported outside, it will have value and so we will gain more. So moving forward, government should set up industries and strengthen local industries so that refinery and finishing of goods will be done locally so that we can gain benefits and value as well. Thank you.
All right. Thank you, ladies. Please, let's show them some love. Oda and Atefa. Dear judges, I don't want to be in your shoes at all. Madam Eva, I don't want to be in your shoes at all. Let's have the final set, Sewa Kese and Gomwa Senior High Technical School. Sewa Kese and Gomwa Senior High Technical School. Let me just say that the new school uniform styles these days are very beautiful and interesting. Yes, very, very nice. Unlike our days where your waist is somewhere, you can't even find it. I mean, all the schools, the uniforms I've seen so far are very beautiful and we like it. So, ladies, introduce yourself to us and tell us anything interesting you want the house to know about you. Apart from the fact that you like food, tell us something else.
My name is Daniela Owusuwa Queen, and I like joking. My name is Lindri Frimpong, and I love dancing.
My name is Mensa Michelle Kunedu, and I love to read.
My name is Ithiamele Treme, and I love to sing and read.
Judges, what are they talking about? So their topic is, Ghana's response to illicit drug use among the youth is inadequate and requires urgent, coordinated national action. We'll start from Sewa Kese.
Honorable Chair, distinguished guests, fellow youth, ladies and gentlemen, I am Mensa Michelle Kunedu, a student of the ever-winning Sewa Kese Girls Senior High School, Jayankwanta, Ahafu region. And I stand before you today not to point fingers, but to sound an alarm. The alarm is this: Ghana's response to illicit drug use among our youth is inadequate. And if we don't act together and act now, we risk losing an entire generation. What is illicit drug use? It refers to the consumption or intake of drugs that are prohibited by law. Walk through any senior high school compound in Ghana, set in any church show on a Saturday night. The truth is there, hidden in plain sight. Tramadol, red and blue, cannabis, shisha, and even cocaine are no longer substances we hear about only in police reports. They're in our classrooms, in our hostels, in the hands of 16-year-olds who should be focused on BC and WASI and not on their next time. The Accra Psychiatric Hospital now sees more of young people with drug-induced psychosis than with any other mental illness. NARCOC's own report confirmed that out of about 50,000 drug users in Ghana, 35,000 of them are students from junior high, senior high, and tertiary institutions ranging from age 12 to 35 between 2025 and 2026 alone. This is not a distant problem. These are our brothers, our sisters, and our future workforce. The institutions are working. Why are we seeing no progress, the chair? Yes, Ghana has laws. The Narco Act of 2020 was a step forward. We have the Narcotics Control Commission. We have occasional school talks and police raids. But let us be honest. Laws without action are empty words. We arrest, but we don't rehabilitate. A 17-year-old caught with tramadol ends up in police cells, not in counseling. We criminalize the user, but we do little to treat the addiction. They campaign all right, but they don't connect because they do not speak the languages of TikTok and WhatsApp where our youth actually live. We have treatment center in Accra and Kumasi, but a struggling youth in Dry and Kwanta has to know where to go. We work in silos. The Ministry of Health works alone. NACOC works alone. The Ministry of Education works alone. NGOs work alone. There is no single national plan. No shared targets, no unified budgets. In short, our response is reactive, not preventive. It is fragmented, not coordinated. It is underfunded and not urgent. There should be an urgent and coordinated national action. How do we go about this? First, let us shift from prevention to treatment. Decriminalize personal possession of small amounts. Instead of prison, mandate rehabilitation and counseling. Regulate pharmacies so tramadol is not sold over the counter like candy, tonton, or chupa chups. We should run a sustained, evidence-based life skills program in every JHS and SHS by 2028. Second, expand access to treatment. Build at least one public rehab center in each of our 16 regions, starting from my Anfu region. Train 500 addiction counselors. Integrate drug screening and referral into our NHIS primary healthcare system. Treatments must be close, affordable, and free of stigma. Third, address the root cause. Ladies and gentlemen, we all know that drug use thrives where young people see no future. So any job strategy must link to jobs to TVET, to use stats, to apprenticeship. Because an ideal mind and an ideal hand are the devil's workshop. And finally, as an African proverb reminds us, if you want to go fast, go alone. But if you want to go far, go together. Ghana will not go far on this issue unless we come together. So schools, parents, teachers, Marxists, and the youth themselves. I am not speaking in a vacuum. President John Dramani Mahama has been clear, and I quote, "Drug abuse is an enemy to progress. It destroys families, robs our youth of their potential, fuels crimes, and undermines the moral fiber of society," unquote. He showed the way forward by saying, I quote, "The fight against drug abuse cannot be left in the hands of governments alone. Traditional authorities who remain custodians of our culture and conscience have a pivotal role to play," unquote. He added by saying, I quote, "The fight against drug abuse demands nothing less than our collective resolve, with traditional authorities guiding our people, with government providing leadership and opportunity, and with citizens united in purpose. I am confident we can turn the tide," unquote. The president must be commended for this, a step in the right direction. Your Excellency, I salute you for this. Let us choose coordinated national action. Let us choose prevention over punishment, and let us choose hope over helplessness. God bless Sekes. God bless Ghana. With this, the chair, ladies and gentlemen, I dismount.
The chairperson, all protocols observed. My name is Daniela Owusuwa Kwenu, representing Gomoa Senior High Technical School. Ladies and gentlemen, if I gave each of you a seedling of Ghana's future right now, would you pour acid on it and watch it wither? No. Yet, every day, we watch our youth, Ghana's seedlings, wither under the acid of illicit drugs, whilst our national response remains a whisper when we need a war cry. Today, I stand not just to speak, but to sound an alarm. Ghana's response to illicit drug use among youth is inadequate and requires urgent, coordinated national action. First, ladies and gentlemen, let us define our key terms. Illicit drug use refers to the non-medical use of substances prohibited by law or medically controlled substances taken without prescription in Ghana. This includes tramadol abuse, codeine lace cough syrup, marijuana, and now the deadly red and blue ness issued per Ghana's National Youth Policy. Youth refers to persons between 15 and 35 years. The youth constitute 57% of Ghana's population. Last but not least, coordinated national action. The jury, this is what the United Nations Office on Drugs and Crime prescribes, and I quote, a balanced, integrated, and comprehensive approach involving health, education, law enforcement, and community, unquote. Ladies and gentlemen, the numbers betray us. Ghana is bleeding. The Ghana Health Service reported in 2023 that over 1.5 million Ghanaians aged 15 to 64 use illicit drugs, with the highest prevalence among youth aged 15 to 35. The Narcotics Control Commission reveals that tramadol abuse among SHS students rose by 73% between 2019 and 2024. In 2025, Kwalabo Teaching Hospital admitted 412 youth for drug-induced psychosis, a 40% jump from 2022. Ladies and gentlemen, ask yourselves, how did we get here? Simple, because our systems have failed. The Narcotics Control Commission at 2020 decriminalized personal use, but where are the rehabilitation centers? The free SHS policy gave access, but where is the structured drug education curriculum? We arrest the boy with tramadol, but ignore the cartel at the port. Why must we act? And why now? Because the youth are not just Ghana's future, they are Ghana's present. The African Union Agenda 2063 says, and I quote, the youth of Africa shall be the architects of the Africa we want, unquote. How do we build it, broken architects? Every month we delay, we lose teachers, nurses, and coders to addiction. So, what does urgent coordinated national action looks like? First, Ghana must declare drug abuse a public health emergency, like we did for COVID-19 with a presidential task force. The jury, where COVID-19 hit our stores in March 2020, Ghana did not wait. Within 48 hours, the then president, Nana Dankwa Akufo-Addo, addressed the nation. Within a week, we had a national COVID-19 task force and a 1.2 billion Ghana cedis released from the stabilization fund. Second, we must fund and build regional rehabilitation centers in all the 16 regions within 24 months. The Narcotics Control Commission at 2020 was right to decriminalize personal use, but decriminalization without treatment is abandonment. Last but not least, integration of mandatory drug education into our SHS curriculum, taught by trained counselors, not just panicked by housemasters and mistresses. Panel of judges, I humbly ask you, if not now, when? If not us, who? How many more coffins must we carry before we call this what it is, a national crisis? In conclusion, ladies and gentlemen, Kofi Annan warned us that a nation that destroys its youth commits suicide. Today, I add the words of Ghana's own Dr. Kwame Nkrumah, quote, action without thought is empty. Thought without action is blind, unquote. Ghana cannot rise on the broken back of addicted youth. We cannot sing general assassini while we sell our future for a pill. Ladies and gentlemen, from this hall, let us demand the action that is urgent, coordinated, and national, because the seedlings are still in our hands. The question is, will we water them or will we let them die? Thank you for your attention.
Thanks to both schools. The first question, Sewa Kesi, you would go first. In what ways can schools strengthen education and awareness of drug abuse among students? In what ways can schools strengthen education and awareness of drug abuse among students?
Thank you for the question. The chair, ways the government, the schools can help is by introducing peer-to-peer monitoring, like maybe the VLC the government has brought. With peers advising the other peer, it will, and also helping the other peer desist from drugs. It will help reduce drugs. And also, one way is that they can induce extracurricular, like sporting activities so that it will keep students in schools very busy. And as the proverb goes, an idle mind and an idle's hands are the devil workshop. So if these children are involved in sporting activities, it will make them busy. Thank you.
Thank you very much for this question. First of all, we need to appreciate the efforts of schools in the fight against illicit drugs, but clearly a lot needs to be done. So, as hinted in our speech, schools must integrate mandatory drug education into the school curriculum, taught by trained counselors. And also, schools should prioritize the guidance and counseling units in our schools, because it is no secret that most of the guidance and counseling units in our schools have become white elephants. It is time that GES find resources so that the GNC units in our schools will be able to provide adequate and proper counseling to students facing drug issues. Also, schools should not see students who use illicit drugs merely as criminals, but also refer them to rehabilitation centers for the needed actions to be taken. Thank you.
The second question, Gomwa Senior High School. You take the first bite. What practical roles should religious institutions play in combating drug abuse and supporting affected youth? What practical roles should religious institutions play in combating drug abuse and supporting affected youth?
Thank you very much for this question. Traditional institutions can help the fight against illicit drug use by Traditional institutions can help the fight against illicit drug use by setting themselves as perfect role models. The traditional leaders should set themselves as perfect role models for the youth should emulate. And also, traditional leaders should train youth or tell youth about some of the dangers of using illicit drugs, and that can help reduce the fight against illicit drugs. Thank you.
Thank you for the question. The chair, one way religious leaders can help reduce illicit drug use among our youth is by providing educational talks. Since religious leaders have influence on people, they can educate them, religious leaders can educate these people. Also, they can educate them by saying that drug abuse is a health talk, and also it's a health issue, and also it is not a criminal issue or a moral failing, because many people think that if you indulge yourself in drug abuse, you are failing in society. So one way religious leaders can do is by counseling. Is by counseling their people. Thank you.
And also, to add up to what my sister has said, President John Dramani Mahama has made it clear that the fight against drug abuse cannot be left in the hands of the government alone. So traditional authorities and religious leaders have a pivotal role to play, so they can implement these policies for them.
You've had all the two questions. All right. Ladies, thank you so much. Sewa Kese and Gomwa Senior High Technical School. So that's the final set for the second badge. We've had Maoli Senior High School, Akokwaso, Gushegu, KNUST, Oda going against Atifa, and then Sewa Kese and Gomwa Senior High Technical School. We'll use the time and listen to our sponsors. Let's give our sponsors some time to also talk to us about their products while the judges collate the marks. And then there was one question, one topic that came up during the debate. If we have time, we also talk about it while they put the marks together. The crave for instant success. Who is to blame? Family, social media, or the young person? I was just on TikTok, And then I saw one celebrity hosting a birthday party for her daughter. And even me, as old as I am, that party, I'm sharing to me. And so when you go and see these things and you are not a person who knows what you're about, the influence on you becomes very high. There's that temptation. So who is to blame? Social media, family, or the individual themselves? Let's listen to Glyco and then Twisco or Twellium, and then we'll talk about this. So let it go through your mind so that when I come around, you can have your answers for me. Is Glyco in the house? Glyco is a sponsor. Let's listen to Glyco. Please put your hands together for Glyco. Oh, this time we are not dancing. We are all tired from the dancing, Anna. Everybody's tired. You want to dance again? No, we are not dancing, please. Thank you, sir.
Good afternoon. My name is George Nkrumah. I am the branch manager, Glyco Life, Bemakam. And then I am here on behalf of the Life MD, Mami Dufi Echamponche, to say thank you to all the schools, and then may the best schools win this contest. Glyco Life or Glyco Group, as an insurance company, we have everything that you can think of, from your life to your business, to your education, to your funeral, and then your house, and then even goods that you have requested that is on the high sea coming, we can have it insured. Should you need anything about insurance, just walk to Glyco, any of our offices. Although I am in Bemakam, but I am not a military man. I am an insurance person. So you can come in there, have all your policies explained to you, and then when you are comfortable, when you are cool, you take, and then you pay for it. Should you suffer any uncertainty, we pay. Glyco, our motto is that we cushion you for life. Thank you.
Please, why is it important for young people to be interested in insurance?
Okay, it's important for young people to be interested in insurance because, you see, you need to work, and you need to save money. And then the uncertainty can strike anytime, anywhere. It doesn't really mean whether you are old or not, and whether you have saved or not. All what we advise or we advocate is that how little or how big your pay is, don't eat all. Just save some, and then when it happens, it shouldn't be someone's responsibility. Just give me a call, and then I'll be there to assist you. Thank you.
Do you have an age limit to who can come and do business with you?
The age limit is 80 years.
8 years?
Yes, please.
Okay, and everybody here is above 8 years, so
Yes,
it means
yeah.
we're eligible.
Yeah.
All right, thank you so much. How
You're
do they
welcome.
contact you? Where do we see you?
Okay, as I said, our office, my office is in Bemakam, and then we have branches all over. So if you don't mind, if I can mention my number here.
Yes.
My number is 050-1411-665. As I said, my name is George Nkrumah. I am the branch manager at Life Bemakam. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir. But you're also on social media, so we can reach you on all the social media platforms. Glyco. So if you don't remember the number, just go on social media, Glyco. You can send them a DM, somebody will respond, and you can take it from. But the number is 050-11-16-444. 11-14, okay. So 14-11-665. 050-14-11-665. Is Twellium also in the house? Let's hear from Twellium. Let's welcome her with a round of applause. After that, we'll come back to the discussion. Who is to blame for the crave for instant success? Is it social media? Is it family pressure? Is it peer pressure or the individual? Why do young people want to make money fast? Why do young people want to drive? I heard that now senior high school leavers are craving for cars after school. Is it true? Hey, number one license there. Boy, please, let's hear from you.
My name is Miss Pauline Asamoah-Asare. I'm from the marketing team of Twillium. So Twillium also have a speech here. I would like to read it out. Okay, so good afternoon, distinguished guests, organizers, judges, teachers, parents, participants, ladies and gentlemen. On behalf of Trillium Industrial Company, producers of Planet Drinks, we are honored to be part of the 2026 National Girls Speech and Debate Competition. Today is not just the beginning of the competition, but the celebration of intelligence, confidence, courage, and powerful voices of our young girls across Ghana. At Trillium, we believe that every young person deserves the opportunity to dream, to grow, and to be heard. That is why we are proud to be supporters of this initiative. Also, the future of Ghana depends on our young leaders who can communicate ideas. Today, I've heard a lot. I've heard so much. Who can communicate ideas, solve problems, inspire change, and we see that the future right here is in the room today. Planet Drink is a youthful and vibrant brand that connects strongly with energy potentials of the youths. Just like this championship, Planet stands for confidence, creativity, excitement, and excellence. We believe that when the young girls are encouraged and are given the right platform, there is no limits of what they can achieve. We are also to commend the organizers of the Girls' Speech and Debate Competition for creating such an impactful initiatives that contribute to shape confidence in young women in our society. Once again, Trillium and Planet Drinks are proud to sponsor this great event. We wish all the participants the very best, thoughtful of this competition. Thank you, and God bless us all.
William, they are manufacturers of Verna mineral water and Planet soft drinks. Okay. That is why you see a lot of Verna and McBerry here. And also McBerry biscuits. Oh, they have a variety of biscuits. Very nice biscuits. So, yeah. They brought some of the biscuits in. So, like, you understand. Miss Oradia, she understands my language. All right, so let's go to my question. The judges are putting their marks together. And then who is to blame? Social media or the parents or the individual themselves? Yeah, so perfect manners. Let me just come to you with this one. Who is to blame? Family, social media, peer pressure. Who is to blame, really? Young people after SS, what a car queen.
Thank you very much, Grace. I believe that all three are to be blamed. Social media is taking over the world, and there's no one to streamline it. So everybody, you see all sorts of acts, you see all sorts of presentation. People are counting money on social media, enticing people. I also blame parents because we are too busy chasing money and we do not have time for our families. And we also want to prove to society that we are the new Joneses. So it's all about the money and also not allowing our children to have a bit of independence and to learn for themselves. So we are providing everything for them, just like we are saying, giving a child a car at a very tender age, throwing the parties, just like Grace mentioned, which is ostentatious, and then it becomes a competition amongst the youth. And my dear young ones, it comes back to you too. Without guidance and discipline, we cannot go far. Prostitution, we are relying on our men to give us the money. We have to work hard for ourselves as young women. We have to learn to be independent about your careers. Take it seriously. You can fend for yourself. The right man will come at the right time. But do not sell yourself for food. Do not sell yourself for phones. Do not sell yourself for clothing. I tell my daughters every day, many years ago there was BlackBerry. And it was such a big thing. Today, any woman who slept with a man for BlackBerry knows that it was a waste of time. So is the iPhone. So moving forward, think about your education. Let us as parents guide you. Listen to us. Be disciplined. Think about your future. Know that the sky is indeed your limit and you can go far. So indeed, Grace, back to your question, it's all three of us. We need to do better and to try to instill and enforce discipline. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Anybody in the room wants to add to it? The young people, are you to blame? It's not your fault, Anna. So, okay, there's a hand here.
Thank you very much for the opportunity. So, all three are to be blamed, being the social media, the parents themselves, plus we the individuals. I'll start with the individuals. With the individuals is our own attitude, our ability to say no when our peers influence us negatively, and also our lazy attitude that we've generated recently. Hard work is something that we detest the most in this recent world because we want everything on a silver platter. So with this is our own attitude that is causing us to yearn for fast money, and so we venture into Yahoo and fraud and all those illegal things. Later on, the laws of this country.
Somebody wants to speak.
Now, the laws of this country, well, we are going to face it. At the end of the day, we'll face penalty. Now, the parents, too, some are too busy to the extent that they pay less attention to their words. All they know is that I'm working hard to provide for you whatever you need, but what they lack, what they are depriving us of is the love, the passion that they are supposed to, let us enjoy. All these we are not enjoying, so guidance and counseling will be out of the system. Also, the social media platform nowadays, what we see on the social media platform is too weird and eerie that you will see a kid at a young age wasting money. Like you think of it and it's not understandable. And with this, you also want to do same for people to know that yes, me too, I did so.
Yeah.
Yes. So because of that, then you also try to maneuver your way around to also get yourself into that position. So on TikTok like this, you see lots of people just holding their phones, taking photos and just posting them. Instead of using it to also show people that you've also created stuff, you're just using it because people are using it for popularity. Thank you.
Thank you.
So please, mine is like we are only blaming the youth, parents, and the social media, but the government too is supposed to be blamed.
Let's hear it.
In sub-Saharan, there is nearly 1 in 3 youths in employment or in vulnerable jobs, so it creates pressure on the youth to succeed. That's why.
So because there's pressure on the youth to succeed, they venture into these areas and want to make money fast. And that is government's problem, because there are no jobs.
Due to unemployment.
Unemployment. Okay. Right. Any other? Who disagrees? Who disagrees or agrees that yes, government is also in a way to blame? Anybody in the room? Any other thoughts? Somebody who hasn't spoken today? Anybody? That's nobody? Okay, say. Let's hear from you.
All right, thank you. So in as much as the government is to be blamed, I don't think unemployment is enough a reason for you to engage in acts that are unlawful. Because I don't think if you're unemployed, it will aid you to actually do something that you think that you know and believe that it's wrong. Because it's not only the government that employs, But even let's accept that unemployment is a reason. There are people gainfully employed that are also into this quick success. So it's a compendium of issues comprising the society, social media, individual, and the family. So if society begin to question where success comes from, it will actually help because we only praise success without looking at the efforts being put in place. And so if you praise success, then I also find all means to become successful.
So you also praise me.
Yes, but if we were to praise efforts, then you know that efforts will pay. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Any other? Yes.
All right, thank you. I think I'll add to what my colleague said. In fact, growing up, we saw that people were praised and were hailed based on the impact that they have on the society. So when the person is growing up, all he looks up to is to be able to come up and be able to help others. But now what we see is that we praise people who have cars, number of houses, influential, people who have dressed very well. Hence, growing up, the person will feel pressure that, okay, this is what it is. So I have to also peg to that particular level so that I'll also be accepted by society. So we are all a cause of these particular problems.
Right.
Parents especially. For example, if you are the firstborn, the pioneer child, and your younger brother or sister exceed than you do, you are dead in that particular house. Insults will be rained at you, you'll be the target, and hence, all means possible, you also try to do. And especially as middle-aged adult, whilst growing up, getting to 40, so life begins to catch at you. And that is where you try to think to find ways to also succeed. Thank you.
Thank you so much. That's issue about firstborns. Like I said earlier, I have 2 children, 2 boys. And the first boy, so until recently when I had the second boy, then I said, oh, this is my first boy. I have to be very, very soft towards him because he was the first child. My husband and I, we've not had children before. He was our first boy. We had a lot of expectations of him. He's a very young boy. And so when the second boy came, he is now looking up to the first boy to do a lot of things. But the first boy had nobody to look up to. He was looking up to us, but he had nobody his age to look up to. So I call him Mr. President. Those who know him, they know. So I'm like, I have to be very soft towards this boy because he had no example his age to look up to. This second boy he was 1 some few weeks ago, and he's already walking. But the first boy didn't even walk, even when he was 1. So I was like, he didn't have anybody to look up. But this boy is looking up to his brother and is already walking. So all the firstborns in the house, we apologize, eh? We are sorry. If we gave you any, are there any firstborns here? Yes. We are sorry, okay? But you are also the firstborn. It comes to responsibilities. You have to live up to it. Let's take the final submission and then we can go for the results. Okay, Mr. Kia, you want to add something? Mr. Nibu, sorry.
Okay, so I think that everything has been said, but it's about being intentional. Social media is fun. Some of us at night, yes, we all scroll till the day when we can't go to work in the morning, but it's about being intentional about what you're doing. I think everybody is at fault. Social media, parents, and somebody even said the government. So it's a collective effort. If we don't join forces to change things, things will go bad. So thank you.
Mr. Seusu, what do you think? Yeah.
I think it's the government side that I wanted to bring up strongly in terms of censoring some of the broadcasting rights out there. When you watch some of the televisions, you understand, National Communication Authority should really be strong. And I mean, you can take their broadcasting right. You see that they are advertising real money ritual.
Yes.
So I think it's easier than, I mean, what if I'm being influenced and what I do with my time. But broadcasting right, I mean, you can close down this thing down, or you just penalize them, and I think it will work. Thank you.
That's a point we should all note. Anybody wants to add? I think everybody in the row has spoken. Okay, Mr. Sewusu.
Hello, my dear girls. I would say, don't let anybody buy pressure for you. Be content with what your parents give you. Okay? That's all I have to say. Be content with life.
When I give you 5 cities, take the 5 cities like that. and manage it. You want to add something? Yeah, okay. Talking about 5 cities, I wrote BC 20. You're done. Then I'll say the BC story. Oh, you want to hear it? Yes. Oh, so I wrote BC 21 years ago. Yeah, I'm not a kid. And then my mother, when I was going to school, every day she gave me 3 cities. The red one and the white one. The red one is the 2 cities, and then the white one is the 1 city. Tetesikano, then it's 3 cities. BC morning, she gave me 5 cities. I said, Ma, obeji nsasana. I said, there be an BC. I said, you have set the tone. You have set the tone for the exam. So judges are ready. Let's hear the results of who is staying and then who is going. Obiniyem. Obiniyem. All right, let's hear it. So we have Mauli, Akokwaso, Gushegu, KNUST, Ola, Atefa, Sewakesi, and Gomwa. Let's hear who is staying and who is going.
Okay.
Oda.
Thank you. As usual, a few words, and then my colleague will deliver the actual results. So, as I indicated in the first round, as judges, we are here to bring fairness. We are not here to find fault. Our principle is fairness in all that we do. And so the results that we've delivered in the morning and we are going to deliver now represent our collective impartial assessment of the speeches. As I said earlier, we were looking out for confident, passionate, bold students who are expressive, they speak their mind, they are clear in their delivery, and they make meaning. We understand them. And they have good body language gestures to support what they are saying, and also very organized and time conscious. Now the delivery again, I have to say that the selection of this round, you can see the high quality, the competitiveness of the presentation. I have to say that I am a lecturer at the university, but what I see here is university staff, not secondary school staff.
Put your hands together for yourself.
So I need
Prof
to...
was our lecturer in DIJ.
Yes.
And when he's marking your work, I didn't yummy. So if he's commending you like this, Kachale, clap for yourself. You have done really well.
This one, you are giving me out. Anyway, so we need to applaud the teachers who handle the students and the students themselves, because it is their work and it is their presentation. And they have done a lot in terms of research. Look at the introductions. They all try to bring some analogy, which are attractive and attract attention, and they deliver to the body, very organized. A few were beaten by the time, but they were able to adjust. And so on the whole, especially this particular round, the quality is amazing. Very, very amazing. And I was even wondering why were some of them paid, because, I mean, we would have wanted them to proceed to the next round, but as it is now, for each pair, you must have, yeah. So on that note, I will give it to my colleague to give us the actual results. Thank you.
Thank you very much. If the schools may proceed, the contestant, Mauli and Akokwaso.
So let's have you, Mauli and Akokwaso. Please put your hands together for them. Mauli and Akokwaso.
Yeah. Okay, so for this contest, Mauli School amassed a total of 222 points. All right, 222. And then Akokwaso came in with 206, making Mauli the winner. So, congratulations, Mauli School. Better luck next time, Akokwaso.
So let's have Mrs. Dumel, let's have our patron do the presentation for us. Yes. So let's do for Akokwaso first. This one is Akokwaso. Yes. A teacher from Akokwaso, please. Congratulations, Akokwaso. Can they have their packages, their hamper and all? Okay. And then to Maoli Senior High School. Yes, a teacher to support them. Kokwaso, so you get your certificates from the table there later, and your package also later because of time. Okay. Please come to the middle so we can get the backdrop in the photo. Thank you. Gushegu and KNUST, please come up. Gushegu KNUST, please come up. Please wait and do this one too. Gushegu KNUST. Okay, Maoli, please, you can go and sit down. Akpe. You will take your hampers and the others later. Gushegu and KNUST. Where is KNUST? KNUST is this one, yes. So Alpha, let's hear. Let's listen who is staying before we do that.
Yes. So this was also another very good round of presentation. I'm particularly impressed with Gushegu, the lead speaker. Very passionate, made her point and all of that. Across the compilation, Gushegu ended up with 221 points, and then KNUST SHS had 247, making them the winners for this round.
So let's present to Gushegu first, then we'll do KNUST. Let's do Gushegu, yes. A teacher from Gushegu. Let's put our hands together for Gushegu. They have done so well, so very well. Congratulations, Gushegu. And then KNUST. Thank you so much. We'll present the others to you subsequently. Right.
So let's have Oda and
Oda
Atefa.
and Atefa, yes.
Oda and Atefa, please. Yes.
Mr. Seusu, please do the presentation. Do this presentation for us. So this one is Oda and Atefa.
Yes.
Okay.
I must sigh before presenting this one because this is the most competitive. Right. In fact, we had argument amongst ourselves as judges.
That's why I didn't want to be in your
And
shoes.
we had to break the tie with simple things because one has to progress, right? But first, no, I'm saying we had to break the tie in terms of their competitiveness with very simple things that, the judges looked at. But I must say, before I announce, that these girls gave a very good account of themselves. Please, let's put our hands together for them. A very, very good account of themselves.
Clack it for Oda and Atefa. Clack it.
Oda's first speaker, especially, for me, this is how a speech should be presented. Calm, collected, pacey. And one of the things I love about her presentation, she advertises what she's coming to say before she says it. 3 clear points. I'm able to follow. The problem, which is a fortunate problem here, is that when Atefa came, they matched the energy. They were also equally good. So I'm getting a bit emotional about this one, but let me just go ahead. After the compilation, Oda SHS had 254, and then Atefa had 257, making them the winner. So Atefa won this round with 3 marks. Yes. Congratulations to both schools. Excellent showing.
Oda, yes. Let's have a teacher from Oda. Let's have the teachers or a teacher from Oda. Please come to the middle. Oh, please, photo. Come. Oda, come back. Do it in the middle so we can get the backdrop.
Yes. Very. But
Congratulations, ladies. And let's have for Atefa. Okay, their teacher is here.
Yes.
Congratulations to you. Sewa Kesi and Gomwa Senior High School, let's have you come up. Thank you, Mrs. Oseusu. Shall we have Auntie Efua Obeng from Perfect Manners do this presentation for us?
Okay. So this was also another very good one. Like we have said, this round. Thank you very much.
Atefa, it's okay.
This round was very competitive, right? So this was also a very good one. Before I announce the score, let me say this.
Right.
The first speaker from Oda, she is a master. She controlled, no, Gomwa,
Okay.
yes. She controlled her speech. Look, a brilliant speaker by all standards. And one of the things I love about her is her transitions.
Okay.
When she's moving to the next point, she uses questions. So what does coordinated national action mean? 3 points. Like easy to follow. Her elocution was perfect, grammar, everything. And I would really encourage her to venture into public speaking or anything related to speech, right? So, Sewa Kese had a total of 234. 234. And then Gomwa Senior High had 257. So Gomwa came up tops with this one. Congratulations.
Atefa. Please, this is for Sewa Kese. Let's have the teachers from Sewa Kese if they are here. Teachers from Sewa Kese. All right. Thank you so much. Let's present to Gomwa. Let's clap it for Gomwa. Let's clap it. Let's clap it. Let's clap it. So for the purposes of the photography, let's have a presentation of one of the appliances, just for photos. For photos for our sponsors. So let's have the other school. Oda, come back. Oda, come back.
The school.
Atefa.
No, the school that just came.
Yes.
That's Sewa.
Sewa Kese. Okay, Sewa Kese, come back. Or Atefa. Any of the schools should just come for photos for our sponsors. Atefa, come back. Okay. Please, Atefa. Okay, and then present this one also to the school for us, for photos for our sponsors. Yes. Photos. Please, the photographer is there. Please, the photographer is here. Atefa, he's here. Okay. Great. Atefa, another presentation. Oh, it's okay. Of the appliances to the other school for photos, please. Okay. And these are from NASCO. NASCO is also another sponsor. Okay, present it to them for us. Great. Okay. And then to Sawakese. One more for Sawakese.
No, so we'll mention it to them. And it's good because if they are moving forward, they should take this lesson.
It's okay. To Sawakese, yeah, it's okay. Thank you. Oh, Auntie Afua, please present this one too. Sawakese, wait. Let her present it so we take the photo.
Yes, Grace.
Right.
Let's make a quick point. Gomwa in particular should listen. Gomwa in particular
we were
should
coming
listen.
for your final comment as judges. So this might be your final comment.
Okay.
Is it
If there's a
for all of
session
you?
for that, then I would reserve.
No, so
it
if you
for
say
that.
it, that's it.
Okay.
So we can have
So
it.
so let me just say it finally.
Gomwa.
We needed to point this out.
Right.
That while Gomwa is progressing and they have a very good team, they are, in terms of answering questions, they must listen carefully. One of the things that we deducted marks for, which went into the final compilation, was that the second question was about religious leaders, but they tackled the traditional leaders. That for us is a complete deviation. So, and we deducted marks. It went into the final distance. But we thought that we should point it out so that moving forward, you would listen attentively.
And it goes for everybody. Those who are going to the next stage, you want to listen to the question very well and then answer it to get your point. Judges, thank you so much. We appreciate your brilliance, your attention, and the effort you have put in. Let me also say thank you to our sponsors again, Cuba Study International, Twelium, SN Anku, to Pepsodent, to Fan Milk, to First Choice, to Isco, Ola Magrek, to Verna, to Omo, to Vaseline, Planet, McBerry, Glyco, Comfort Wash, Margins ID, Geisha, NASCO, and Honeyday Foundation. We appreciate all of you, and we say thank you all for coming. Should we take the final remarks from our patron? You're okay. Okay. We appreciate all of you for thanking. The schools who are going to the next stage, please wait behind and do the balloting for your questions and the school you're going up against in the next round. I think that this all time will allow us. Thank you all very much for coming. God bless you. My name is Grace Hamwa Ajiman. From here, I'm going to the office. If you get home by 7 o'clock, you can watch me on the evening news, okay? Thank you all. If I'm not on TV, I'm at an event like this. Please, if you have an event coming up, you need an MC or a moderator, call me. I don't take too much money, okay? Kakrebi. A girl must survive. So you can call me. My number, no, Dora has my number. You can contact her. The last time I gave my number out, hey, the school people wanted to chew me. So Dora has my number. If you ask her, she'll give you my number. God bless you, all of you, and thank you so much. We'll see you at the next round, probably maybe here, the same place, or a next venue. We'll announce about in 2 weeks. 2 weeks from here is the next round. Thank you all. God bless you. Before we go, anytime I moderate an event, we take